audition for it and your whole life is on this moment and stuff. It is just a really fun weekend with your friends, and it's like going to camp. You see like Kevin Hart walk by, and you see like people you look up to walk by, and then you also see your buddy Casey walk by, and you hug him, and like it's this cool thing. And you do a show for people in suits, who and then after that you go to a rooftop, and that's fun, and then you go to another party, and then it's 6 a.m. and you go to McDonald's and you talk about the night, and then you go to sleep and you wake up at 2 p.m. and you go to Expectations, which is a little breakfast spot in Montreal, and you talk about what you did last night. And when you leave that trip, you realize that all the stuff you remember and all the stuff you cherish had nothing to do with the stage you were on or the agents you were doing your jokes to. It was with the experiences you had with your friends and stuff. And like, I got agents from that, and that's great. But I think for me, the biggest event was doing the Americans on FX, because like that was it was a lot of luck, and it was just it was very surreal, like being able to do a scene with Keri Russell and stuff, and like and it was my first time on a set like that. It was my first time where there was like 100 people all getting together to tell a story. I'm a comedian, so like it was always one guy getting together to tell a story, and like I wrote a thing and I got on stage and I told it and I went home and I wrote another one.
Right.
But
you have so much control in stand up. I love it.
Right. Yeah, it's great. It's great for control freaks like ourselves, and narcissists, But with like filmmaking, it was eye opening for me to see a story that someone else wrote that like all these people care about. From me to Keri Russell to the director to the literally like a key grip walking around to the boom mic guy. Like all these people had a piece in telling the story, and we adopt it, and so now there's 100 people who all give just as much of a shit about this thing being told well. And so that made me fall in love with filmmaking. It made me start writing and start filming and start auditioning more and stuff like that. And now it's just, it's probably my biggest obsession is just telling stories through film.
You say tell stories through film. In what way?
I don't know if I want to direct. I still haven't. I shot a short film a couple years ago that's about to do its festival run now finally. If festivals are a thing anymore, I don't know.
Comedy's a thing anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, but I haven't done the directing thing yet, just because like I really love acting, and I want to be able to show up to set and focus just on that, and like not be in my head. And just try and be in the moment. And I know that if I'm directing, I have to be in my head, and I have to, so
yeah.
I haven't figured that one out yet. And there's a lot of really talented directors who know a lot more than me that I enjoy working with. So
I was always just a writer. My sister's an actor, and I always thought I couldn't, that's not for me. And then I recently started directing things, literally because I was trying to hire a director for something I wrote for Funny or Die, and she didn't want to do it. And she was like, "Why don't you just direct it yourself?" And I was like, "Me? I'm blonde. I don't know." And if writing is weed, it's heroin. Like it is the coolest thing I've ever done.
It's so cool. So cool.
You have complete control of the whole process, of the whole world. I know that makes me seem insane, but it's
but I get it. No, I get it. Yeah.
I mean, it's probably closer to stand-up than acting.
Yeah, I agree.
Your story, like everything from this is the art for the poster, this is the font we're going to use, and then also this is how I'd like you to deliver the line, and also how to talk to actors, because no offense, but they're very emotional people, so you can't just be like, no, I don't like that. Do it in a bigger way, because they'll be like, you're hurting me. You have to cope.
That's
puts the performance out. But I really want to learn how to lead, how to be in charge.
How to control everything.
But by the way, I feel like I'm like a drug dealer on the schoolyard being like, you ever tried this? You're going to love it. Like what you're doing? Try my shit.
Try a little more control, bro. I got some new shit. Straight from Cuba, man. I don't know. That's just me. I like being super involved with pre-production and post-production, but being able to let go during shooting. And that's like a whole nother challenge. And like, for me, that's a whole nother drug, like, is having this thing that I had so much of my hands on that on the day I let it go. And I just go into my small role of this thing. And I trust that like these other 25 people I've hired, have my back,
Yeah.
you know, and like,
maybe
and I
that's
can let
the
them.
problem is I need to learn to trust people or get,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's interesting that you
not
said
for me to say.
that you said described it as another drug. And
Mm-hmm.
there's that stereotype like, oh, artists, artsy people, they're just, there's so many of them are druggies and they get sober because they're messed up and da-da-da. But I kind of see the opposite, where it kind of demands that kind of addictive personality to do this. You have to be obsessed. Like, I will edit these videos for 3 hours before I start work. And then as soon as work's done, I'm like, I need to do some more videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you kind of need to have that it's never enough thing. There's always a higher rung in your career to go.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel that we might, because I'm kind of with you on that, and I feel that we might both be wrong on that. Because like, it's the same way of like, comedians for a long time thought we had to be kind of sad and kind of crazy.
True.
And it's like, for good art to come, you got to be kind of crazy and kind of sad. And it's like, I don't know, man. I think I might operate better when I'm okay and when I'm happy and when I'm content, and like I can truly focus on the work when I'm okay. And I think that with filmmaking, at least for me, like, it's good to have that during pre-production. Again, for me, it's like, I have to have the right location, and I'll call 200 hotels until I find the right hotel, and like to have that addictive personality of like, this needs to be perfect. But then I think, never being satisfied type thing, you have to be at some point, but I that's easier said than done. And like, you look at filmmakers right now during COVID, like all of them are super happy they have extra time on their films. Like, the Batman, it's being directed by
You love Batman.
Matt Reeves. The Batman. He's being directed by Matt Reeves, who did like, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes. Really good movies. And he's working on the Bat. They were shooting in London, and he had to stop. And they asked him, like, how much does that kill you? He's like, oh, I get to plan more. Like, I get to perfect it even more. I forget the phrase, but it's like, you're not done. It's something like, you're not done until picture lock, until you need to be done. And even then, you're only done because it's picture lock. Well, you would go forever if you could, I guess.
Lauren Michaels says the show doesn't go on because it's ready. It goes on because it's 11:30 or something like that.
Boom. Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly this. Boom. I have an album that I'm going to release, and it was originally going to go up for pre-order this past week, but it didn't seem right to do that. And I'm very glad I didn't. And I was able to be in the moment and talk to people I love and like go protest and stuff like that and not make it about me. Right. But it's going to be about me soon because I'm going to go ahead and put it out, and I'll put it up for pre-order in a week, and it'll come out sometime in July. It's called It's All Embarrassing, and I just took it from a couple sets at Madison on State in Wisconsin. I was going to record an album at some point this year, and then all this happened, and I don't want to wait until it's like whatever comedy clubs are, in a few weeks. If it's 30% capacity, I have no idea. I have clips of me at 100% capacity having the time of my life, and so I might as well just like put that out. So yeah, I clipped together this thing that I'm pretty proud of, and it'll be up on iTunes really soon, and Spotify, and wherever else you get stuff. And it's exactly that. It's all embarrassing. And I talk about humiliating things.
Hear about the time you bought a snake on cocaine.
You can. Yes, that will be in there. Yeah.